Podíváme se ještě na to, jak MKBHD zničil svou kariéru.
Marques Brownlee's in trouble and this time it's not for making an overpriced shitty wall.
A by the way, dostává hate za podobnou věc jako Tary pár let zpátky.
Paper app, it's for speeding his Lamborghini in a frickin' playground zone. To make matters worse, he actually blurred out the dashcam but forgot that the passenger had a side too. Bro's trying to do a Mr. Beast cosplay and put himself in jail at this rate.
Fortnite and Marques Brownlee.
No intro today. Black man in trouble and Marques Brownlee is getting hella flamed on the internet. Don't believe me? I'll show you. Crazy how Marques pivoted to running over kids at 96 miles per hour in a 35 zone while also...
Já poprvé, když jsem viděl tady tohleto video, tak jsem si říkal, to podle mě lidi hrozně zbytečně hrotí, prostě ale rychle autem a to je všechno. A pak jsem si tam začal všímat jako těch detailů, jako že to jeho vyjádření je takový hrozně pofiderní, protože tam říkal, že si neuvědomil, že to v tom videu bude nepodstatný a že to je špatný. Přitom tam prostě vybluroval tu rychlost, kterou jel, takže očividně jako věděl, že by z toho mohl být průser, ale i tak to v tom videu z nějakého důvodu nechal. O tom možná minimálně to vyblurovali někdy později, ale to je jedno. Potom měl rychle, prostě asi 4krát rychleji, než byl ten limit, což je taky bizár, že to není, že tu rychlost by překročil jenom o trošičku. A taky to bylo na nějakým jako, v nějaké zóně, kde můžou přebíhat i děti, což je... Moc průserů na to, aby si mohl říct, hele, jel prostě jenom rychle.
Also tried to cover it up after failing to sell a wallpaper subscription. The memes were hilarious because Marques was actually doing a sponsor segment in which he was driving that Lamborghini and just a kid on the road. For all my homeless European viewers in Moldova, that's 154 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Anyway, Indian Moist Pickle tuned into the situation too, and it was pretty good.
He sees the slow children sign, okay? It's pretty evidently there. All right, so he's like, whatever, okay, 45 miles an hour is fine.
Bro, he was just trying to hit 88 miles per hour. Maybe he confused his car with a DeLorean and tried to go back to the past.
Now, this is where you know that you're actually guilty of doing something bad.
And he was, and you gotta be like high-key retarded if you want to justify it, because at the end of the day, he was speeding very fast. Probably falls under reckless driving.
Jo, a ještě k tomu to natočil a dal do videa. Maja approved, Maje se tohle video líbí. Vymazal to video, nebo je to furt na YouTube? To mě zajímalo. Proč mi to nechce najít jeho kanál?
I am curious how accurate.
Já už ho mám. To je ono? To není ono, myslím. Ne, to ještě není ono. Takže smazal to nakonec smazal úplně celý video. Ne, tak je to ono. Je to asi ono. Jo, tak je to ono. A už jsem vyjavnil ty dislikey, jo, tak je to ono. Ale jako cením, že to nesmazal. Vystřelil ten segment déle rychle, ale nesmazal to úplně. Jako, no, tak to nezestárlo dobře.
And you know what? Rightfully so. People are upset at him and the like and dislike ratio is reflecting that. Like honestly, dude can't catch a break. He's been having a tough year at this point. Like controversy for controversy. Cut out the...
Jako Marques byl jeden z nejvíc jako oblíbených youtuberů, co skoro nikdy neměl kontroverzi. A teďka nedávno měl kontroverzi s tím, že vydal aplikaci na wallpapery, prostě pozadí do telefonu. A hodně to lidi hejtili kvůli tomu, že to bylo předražený, že ta aplikace byla všeobecně mid. K tomu měl hodně pěkný vyjádření, jako dobře se k tomu vyjádřil, měl k tomu hodně dobrou omluvu, takže to za mě jako v klidu. Ale třeba tak měsíc na to se stane tady tohle. Nemá úplně nejlepší rok.
Unnecessary driving clip that obviously added nothing to the video.
Tohle udělali David Lu, co udělal jako spustil aplikaci na wallpapery, nebo?
Hear all your feedback on sponsored videos too. And you know, people weren't satisfied with that. They wanted him on his knees apologizing, and eventually they got just that. Last video I did something pretty stupid. You might have already seen it, but maybe not, so I'll address it here. There was a clip with an action cam of me driving a car and
Tapete na telefon za peníze? Okay. Co nevěděl.
Going way too fast. Absolutely inexcusable and dangerous. I've since cut it out of the video with YouTube's editor tool. I also understand that this looks like I'm covering it up, but I think that's the right thing to do. All I can do is apologize and promise never to do anything close to that stupid again. That is a terrible example to set, and I'm sorry for it. Whoa, someone taking accountability and apologizing for something? He must be only doing it because he got caught, or at least that's what Reddit says. R/YouTube drama, a cesspool of lone...
Jako jo, z části asi i jo, protože jinak by to vystřihnul rovnou a nebluroval by to v tom videu.
Autistic individuals had a field day with Marques Brownlee. He was public enemy #1. Like, I don't mean to take away from what he did because, let's be honest, we can unanimously agree it's unexcusable, but why do you care so much? Like, at the end of the day, it's not affecting your life. You're like sitting and bringing negativity into your life and you're not even getting paid for it. Ever since his stupid blunder with the wallpapers app, the dude has been under a freaking microscope and people are waiting for every slip up to just go after him. Once again, not justifying his actions, but I want to point out the hypocrisy because it feels like people are more mad at him than they were at Dr. Disrespect. You see a successful black man winning in a Lambo and they want him to go to jail immediately. It's all jealousy. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic here, but if any moron Redditors watching, I added a /S for you just so you can tell I'm not being serious.
But in a zone with children, come on, dog, you know better than that. You're at a size where you can write an email to like a track and just have like a relationship if you wanted to get that footage in the first place.
To taky nechápu, proč to nenatáčel na nějakým místě, kde by měl prostor pro to jet rychle. Proč to udělal jako někde, kde je to nelegální.
Indian Critical hit the nail on the head. He's not wrong. Literally, he could have hit up Top Gear and they probably would have let them use his track.
Sometimes my genius is... it's almost frightening.
But like realistically, who let him post this? Like this guy gotta have a team behind him and like mega editors and this still somehow slipped the cracks? Like not a single...
No, stejně jako tadyho, byl to kanál byl zrovna hodně automatizovaný a nedával si pozor na to, co vychází za videa.
Intern saw this, feeling cute, might speed into a school road later. Like... Come on, bro. I'm not gonna pretend I've never sped before. Granted, it wasn't in a school zone, but luckily Marques didn't get injured or injure anybody else because he was going insanely fast. That Lamborghini acceleration ain't no joke. And yes, he did cover it up because technically YouTube doesn't allow reckless driving and harmful acts.
And of course, they blur the speedometer because they're having a lot of fun doing these pulls. They're driving at a speed that YouTube would not approve of, and I'm pretty sure if there was a black Dodge Charger with a little hidden police siren on top...
Black Dodge Charger gotta be a double entendre.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
You know, Squeeze Benz is out of commission, so Marques took it upon himself to save the racing scene. Speeding in itself is insanely irresponsible if you hate having fun. I don't recommend you do it in a school zone because that is far worse. And I think that's what majority of the people have a problem with. Like, at this point, I don't understand one thing. The dude took accountability, apologized, promised to do better. What else do we want from him? Like, well, genuinely. Like, I understand holding people accountable, but what are we gonna do? Airbnb a cross for him alongside Jesus? Like, being this obsessed with YouTube drama to a point where you're creating a subreddit specifically for it is honestly depressing. Like, this has gotta do tolls to your mental health.
Jo. Jako dostal za to bídu, dostal za to velkou bídu, ještě za to bídu bude dostávat nějakou dobu. Souhlasím, že tam jako už asi dál není až tak moc co řešit. Leda by potom udělal ještě vyjádření jako tady, kde by řekl, že si neuvědomuje, že ho sledujou reální lidé. Nebo že za těma číslama jsou reální lidi.
I'm doing this strictly for money and I already have irreversible brain damage. Before this and the panels fiasco happened, Marques Brownlee had one of the squeakiest, cleanest reputations on YouTube. And the second he had his first mistake, people were already on his ass, ready to tear into him.
A wallpaper app called Panels. Freaking $50 price tier, and so appropriately, the entire internet was very disappointed, and that's 100% on me.
Granted, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that driving 96 in a frickin' 35 is the same as making a panel app, but a lot of people were still hating on him for that nevertheless, and that's my point here.
But 95 miles an hour going at 35? Holy shit, that's criminal speeding. Ah!
If French Canadians know you did something wrong, then you definitely did something wrong. Thank God I'm not famous or an influencer because I would 100% end up crashing out. This YouTuber who is a very positive black man got caught speeding in a residential area in his YouTube video going 60 above speed limit and his fans are acting like he committed SA. I understand this guy's point and bear with me.
Jako jo, ale pořád jako nemůžeš těm lidem brát za zlý, že vůči tomu jsou kritičtí.
Here, it's a bit of a doozy. Speeding is bad because it can lead to something being really bad, like a car accident or injuring somebody and causing harm. In this specific clip, he didn't really do any of that, so is it still good? No, not necessarily, but it's not as bad as it could have been. I just realized that technically with what I just said, you could defend drunk driving, so, you know, I politely retract that. Don't get me wrong, indefendable, monumental fuck-up, but it feels like the internet's ready to bounce on...
Je to takový hrozně debilní porovnání, prostě pořád je to něco, co je nelegální a dělat to neměl, jo? Hele, naprosto chápu, proč ho lidi hejtějí, ten hejt si myslím, že tam je na místě, ale nemyslím si, že by se to mělo nějak dál natahovat, jako dostal dost bídy, ale zase na druhou stranu obhajovat to je crazy, jo? Zase obhajovat bys to za mě neměl.
On him for any reason. We're essentially pushing people into becoming villains. If you're spending your day on Reddit, what are you doing? Go to the gym, go get laid, get some friends. Like, you're literally spreading hate on random YouTubers who you've never even seen before in your life. And just like everybody else, including my viewers, we all love a little bit of drama, but getting like third party involved into it and like giving your own opinions for no financial incentive is insanely weird. Just watch a drama breakdown, laugh at him, be like, damn, this black man's speeding, what an idiot. And that's it, go on with your day. Notice how the apology is mostly for the clip and not the act itself. Speed limits and most laws around cars are entirely about safety. He disregarded laws meant to keep children and pedestrians safe for a video. More like he's sorry he got caught instead of for the extremely dangerous action. How stupid do you have to be? No fucking shit. He's only sorry he got caught. Otherwise, he wouldn't even know what to be sorry for.
What happened to him lately? His morals and values seem to have gone out the window. Raggy.
What do you know about this guy's morals and values? He reviews fucking iPhones. Like,
jo, to je velmi parasociální myslet si, že ty lidi znáš víc, než oni znají sami sebe.
Blows my mind. How are you making personal assumptions about the dude's character when you've never even met the guy or talked to him? And once again, there is
talk to him. Je tohle talk to a reference.
Nothing wrong with watching drama YouTubers, leaving comments on videos, and following some stories here and there. But like making Reddit accounts to seek validation from other like-minded mentally ill individuals is like beyond twisted, parasocial, and like low-key dystopian. Why do you care about somebody you've never met? It makes no sense. But WestJet, you talk about people too. You also talk about people you have never met. I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with y'all. It's all for money. If there was no financial incentive to make these videos, I wouldn't be making them. Was Marcus Brownlee an irresponsible dumbass who made a great mistake? Yes, abso-freaking-lutely.
Money, fame, changed people, I guess.
Absolutely it does. So subscribe to my channel with notifications on and make me even richer.
Přesně, měli byste dát odběr. Zajímavá kauzička, zajímavá. Normálně Tary byl opět nadčasovej. To je neuvěřitelný, to je prostě, to je šílenec. Jak to ten Tary dělá?